Everything that has ever happened in this world that we live in, for human existence, human understanding, human interactions, human suffering and ecstasy, the incarnation of various gods and goddesses, the wars, the atrocities, the inhumanity, the suffering that happens at an individual level, familial level, world level. We suffered a pandemic together. we can say that we have shared a suffering together. Everything is a permutation. All experiences are a permutation, combination of the 5 human values: love, peace, truth, non-violence, right action, and the 6 sins or 6 cardinal sins: lust, anger, jealousy, pride, envy, anger, and so forth. In this age that we are living in this generation, in this era, there is probably not a human which doesn't have any or all of the above. Let's take a few exceptions out of the situation. Let's generalize this, which includes you and I. Bad things are happening in this world. Good things are happening in this world. Good things are happening in our lives. Bad things are also happening in our lives. Then this perennial question comes in one form or the other. If God exists, why there is suffering in the world? You can apply that to, if God exists, why do I suffer? The word suffering can be translated into difficulties, fear, anger. Again, any of those permutation, combination of the 6 enemies. How can I have bad thoughts? How can I have bad feelings? How can someone have bad actions if there is a presence of divinity, if there is love, if there is peace, if there is truth, whatever you want to call it? Okay? It's almost like saying, if electricity exists, why there should be electrocution? If electricity exists, how can someone make bad use of electricity? You get the point. Everything exists. Everything is. God is. Love is. As long as the creation exists, the duality will exist. The creation was born out of duality when one became many. The creation was born out of contrast. The creation was born out of polarity. In electricity or magnetism or whatever you want to call it, it's negative, positive. Here the word negative doesn't mean bad and positive doesn't mean good. It is just the polarity of the charge. The creator is considered positive and the creation is considered negative. They're the 2 poles. You need both prongs for the electricity to flow. You need the negative pole, you need the positive pole. You need the north pole, you need the south pole. Don't throw baby with the bathwater. Just because there is some negativity, should we throw away the positivity? Just because there is a hair inside the food, do you want to throw away the rest of the food? In the West, people throw away the entire dish if they find a small hair. You're cooking, it's your hair. Why do you want to throw? Just take the hair out. Should the presence of God be absent in the time of difficulties? Is that what we want? Or should the presence of God be considered a sigh of relief, a mark of compassion, a sign of love from God? It's almost like a cloud in a hot sunny day. We have both positive and negative experiences in life. The human mind has a tendency to focus on the negative. That is its job. Let's not expand and zoom into the negative experiences so much that we forget about the 80-90% positive things going in our lives. One of the most unseen but necessary gift in life is that I know God. I give credit to people who don't believe in God. I'm like, wow, you must be strong that you can live happily without even the presence of God. This life is useless for me in the absence of God. It is meaningless. And for those people who are able to find a purpose of life without the presence of God in their lives, I give kudos to them. So what is essential is self-confidence, Atam Vishwas, having faith, belief, confidence, different degrees of gradation. That God that created the creation also created me, that God which is everywhere is also in me. That God which runs the universe also runs me, my various systems in the body, my mind, my heart. It is the God that gives the seed of inspiration or desire to propel doing something in life. It gives the idea, it gives a chance to execute the idea, all in the background. So, what is the way forward? Can I rely on it? Can I depend on it? Can I at least think of it? That means the higher consciousness, the divinity, or just know that it is there and go on with various duties in my life. Know that it is there, but literally holding on to it, holding its hand, having the feeling and knowledge 24 hours a day that it is with you. Really, it is you, or you're it, the real you. So, yes, we go through ups and downs. We go through difficulties. We go through problems. We get triggered. We have fears. We have actions, reactions, responses. That is part of human condition. Just know that. That is just part of this drama, part of this play, part of this human framework. Take it for whatever it is. And if I can release my dependency on my old habits, become so used to those negative emotions, if I can release some of that and inculcate, hold on to, develop, live the five human values: love, peace, truth, right action throughout the day, that alone will sanctify my life. That alone can be said is the purpose of life. It's like a game, avoiding the negative, going in the positive direction, thinking, feeling positive, and breathing out the bad thoughts, feelings, and emotions, just the way we go to the toilet every day, cleanse ourselves. Likewise, take any meditative practice, whether it is light meditation, the tree, or the maypole. And release even the self-doubt, even the lack of self-confidence, even the fear, whatever is holding you back on a daily basis, just breathe it out. Ground it into the Mother Earth. Cleanse yourself as we take a physical shower. It's a good thing to do Gayatri Mantra during physical shower. The Gayatri Mantra is actually providing the inner cleansing. As we're doing the outer cleansing, the Gayatri Mantra is doing the inner cleansing. The Gayatri Mantra is the most powerful mantra. So we have tools, but we have to have faith in the tools. We have God, but we have to have faith in God. So whatever we know, and then we start depending on it and using it, that is truly I love me, and that is truly I love God.